Somebody just dropped their name in for Mother of the Year. Welcome, guys. And I've been wanting to watch it. I've been hearing good things about it. And I finally got to see Wolf's Children. Wolf's Children is directed by Mamoru Hosoda. I don't know if I'm butchering the name or not. And he's the same guy who did pretty much Summer Wars. And I gotta say, I didn't know where this film was gonna take place. It just interested me. I didn't know what I was gonna get out of it. What you need to basically know, the gist of it is, we follow our protagonist, or we follow the story of Hana, her going to school. This is taking, part in modern day, falling in love with a werewolf, so to speak, a man who could transform into a wolf when it's like full moon and stuff, and they get it on, and they have two kids, and then she has to raise. There's certain events that happen where she has to raise the two kids on her own, and the kids could transform in and out into werewolf form and into human form. So half of this movie is basically her trying to figure out how does she raise these two kids, because they're not normal kids, and then the other half is basically the kids having to find out for themselves. Do they want to go the path of a human, or do they want to go the path of a wolf? It's their decision. Their mom gave them that. She worked so hard to give them that opportunity to choose that. I gotta say, like I said, I thought it was going to take place in folklore, or back in like an Inuyasha type deal, but it wasn't. It took in modern day time, and I thought that was really great. I have to say the animation reminded me of Origin, the Future of the Past, or something like that. Origin, the Spirits of the Past. There we go, the Spirit of the Past. If you haven't seen that movie, I really enjoyed that movie, so you should check it out. This animation really reminded me of that film. But the tone that I was setting, the mood I was in when I was watching this, I felt like I was walking in a park and cherry blossoms were just thrown at me. Not thrown at me. Well, just all around me. I'm just walking, just chilling, just looking, and I see it's beautiful. It's a nice day outside, and everything's fine. Everything's great. Few people are around, and it's just me, just in my own thoughts. That's how I felt like when I was watching the feel of this film. Felt like that. Overall, though, I have a love and hate for this movie. There's some things I absolutely love, and there's some things that just irritate the shit out of me. Let me get started. There's no cookie cutter in it, man. Listen, guys, if you've seen this film, there is no going, the romantic side of things. Maybe that shot was definitely, the cinematography was amazing. The animation is gorgeous. The tone and the mood is very romantic, but take that away, take this away, and break that away, and what you have is a scene of a woman. It's no spoiler alert here, because we already know, she's gonna raise two kids who are half wolf, half human. But you take that scene and you take all the movie magic out of it, and you find a woman just banging a werewolf, basically. Banging a wolf. He's not in human form. He's in full werewolf form. He's a freaking wolf. When they make love in this scene, and during the movie, he is a wolf. Now, anime takes it to a whole new level. It makes you, kind of trying to just bring out your mind and just expand it a little bit more, just to make the believability or whatever, just to go with it. But this particular scene, I've seen a lot of crazy anime, and I've seen a lot of weird stuff. I mean, you could even take Inuyasha and all that stuff, and I could think of seen anime where it deals with, half this, half that. Hell, you could even take Jupiter Ascending if you want. Shannon Tatum's half werewolf. But honestly, when I saw that scene, I was like, there's no romantic way to see it. All I saw was a chick banging a wolf. It's like my husky going after Jessica Alba or something. It was like, I can't think of anything else. I just see a chick banging a dog or banging a wolf. That's all I see. But other than that, that was the one little, that's in the very beginning, and that one little moment where get past it. Let's just move on. But the setting of this character Hana, I mean, just seeing her struggle and seeing everything she has to do to keep these kids hidden or be protecting them. Even before that, her relationship with this werewolf is really something to behold. It really, you really root for her. You really see her struggle in this movie. So the character of Hana is absolutely so enjoyable, even though she does make some questionable I don't want to say mistake, but questionable decision of sleeping with a wolf. But overall, no, you see a mother, you see a proud mother, you see a struggling mother, you see her really fighting hard to give her kids everything that they need. And damn, they will watch this film and you'll have appreciation of her, but not only that, you'll have appreciation of your own mother, who probably does the same thing, or some mothers or whatever. My mother basically struggling hard and stuff, and it just makes you just realize this is what I took out of the movie, that some mothers do go that extra mile, and it's you just got to hug your mom and say, I love you, and you don't tell your mom you love her enough. So the character Hana in this was absolutely enjoyable to watch. Absolutely, you felt with her, you felt the struggle, and you hoped everything went okay for her and her kids. And I gotta say, the kids were great. I liked Yuki. I liked Ame. No, I didn't like Ame. Honestly, there's one particular kid that I thought he was kind of a dick, and I didn't like him. And I'm not gonna, apologize for that. I didn't like that kid. Honestly, the problem I had with this film was basically the decision of, either choosing human side or werewolf side. Honestly, when I was watching this, I'm like, they should learn both sides of the trait. They should learn to be a human and to be a wolf. They need to learn this aspect because times are changing, and to evolve, you have to be able to. And you're something that has not been around for centuries. Because when we meet the werewolf, he was the last of his kind. So they're the last of their kind. So why not introduce them to human and wolves? But you can see Hana was definitely struggling to basically try to teach these kids because of these certain events that occurred where she had to raise her kids by herself at the moment. Gotta say though, some shots on here, some of the things that happen in here are absolutely gorgeous. There's this particular scene that deals with the snow. Just absolutely just brings you joy, brings you so much, a smile on your face. There's moments in here where it actually is very beautiful. The camera work works really well. Some of the CGI, you definitely can notice it. Some of it was not too great, but the animation itself, and even just basically that the scene, how it's all set up, is beautifully done, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I swear to God, somebody saw Gran Torino and made this character who helps out Hana at one point and said, "This guy is my Gran Torino. This guy's my Clint Eastwood." Because there's a guy that comes in here who reminds me of the guy, Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino. Get off my lawn. So he reminded me so much of him. Overall, though, the music, I think what really a lot of people talk about is the music. And I think the music very, very beautiful. I think it definitely fits this whole theme of, there's some heartache and then there's some, happy moments. It just balances so well and brings the film to another level of emotion. So I think the soundtrack, the OST, is very, very beautiful and very well done. Is it one of the best? I don't think it's one of the best, but I think it's pretty damn good. So if you have a chance, I would go through the whole soundtrack. It's very beautiful. Like I said, the animation was great. The characters, there's some characters I liked, like Hana and Yuki, and then there's some characters I didn't like, which was, I'm not going to be coy. The brother, I didn't really like the brother's decisions in this movie, especially towards the end. I didn't like how he acted towards the end. I could go through it, but I think I want you guys to watch it, and then if you guys want to talk to me about it, because it's something to talk about. I think there's definitely is a conversation throughout here. And then there was questions during the film. It's great writing too. Some of it's great, and then some of it fell apart. Where there's questions I was asking in the very beginning, and the script would answer it back. But towards the end, I was asking questions of why is this happening? Why is this happening? And it didn't give me answers. It just went through just well, this is just going to happen no matter what. So, sorry. Your questions are not going to be answered. This is how it's going to be. I'm like, well, it shouldn't be like that. Though, smart script writing answers the audience's questions, and they don't ask questions throughout the whole film, honestly. But that ending really made me ask questions, and the decision making on part with the school and of Hana's son, as well as so that's basically about it. I think this film is really overall very enjoyable. It is definitely worth a watch. I was never bored. I was very thoroughly rooting for Hana and the kids. You know, I really had a sense of like, you know, I really cared for these characters, and that's what you want to do. You want to care for these characters, because this movie is not, you know, action. It's a subtle movie. It's basically just a family trying to live their lives but they're a different kind of family, and that's what you get. You get out of this film. It's just basically a family you're watching throughout the film who are just a little bit different than society. But overall, it was great, that little conflict that they had between being a human and being a wolf, or being able to go with other people, like other humans, to school and stuff when that was set up and everything. So overall, it was a great film. I do recommend you watch this. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, is it the perfect movie? No, I don't think so. I think there definitely was a little things here and there that kind of ticked me off and or kind of left me questioning some of the decisions in here. But overall, I think it is a very beautiful film. I think you'll definitely love some of these characters, and I think you'll definitely love the look of this film, the feel of this film. Overall, good film. I'm so glad I watched it. I definitely think this is, maybe, I don't think this is in my top 10, but it's pretty close. I would have to really see what would be in my top 10 anime films of all time, and I think I'll make a video on that later on down the road. But overall, Wolf's Children, great film, and thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe, please like, let me know your thoughts. If you've seen the film, let me know your thoughts on your take on it, and I would love to just discuss and dissect this film, of what I loved about it and what I didn't necessarily like about it. So thank you guys even more, you know, in depth. I only have 15 minutes here. So overall, come on, man. She banged a wolf. All right, guys. See ya.